World War III may no longer be a distant fear. It might be just around the corner, and NATO knows it. As global tensions escalate at an alarming pace, the alliance is preparing for a nightmare scenario, a two-front war against the world's most dangerous military powers, Russia and China. His warning: NATO must be ready to fight Russia and China at the same time. Why now? Because time is no longer a luxury. Russia is already engaged in a brutal war of attrition in Ukraine. And China quietly and strategically is building the largest military force in the world. According to Grynkewich, the thing she is probably going to do before moving on Taiwan is give Putin a call. This chilling statement implies one thing: if China invades Taiwan, Russia could use the chaos to attack Europe, maybe the Baltics, maybe Finland, opening two fronts at once. It's not science fiction, it's not a drill, it's real. And it could begin as early as 2027. China, meanwhile, is expanding its arsenal at a rapid pace, projected to have over 1,500 warheads by 2035. The threat isn't just conventional. If cornered, either state might escalate with unthinkable consequences. The UK has recommissioned old Cold War bunkers, and NATO air forces are conducting round-the-clock readiness drills. Secretary General Mark Rutte warned, Russia is producing 3 times more ammunition in 3 months than all of NATO in a year. Stay alert, stay informed. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and check out our other videos for more critical updates on global defense and security. Because what happens next will affect all of us. We must match that, or risk collapse. If Ukraine can tie down Russian forces and drain their military stockpiles, it may prevent Russia from launching a broader war in Europe, and it could unfold faster than anyone expects. But there's still time, just enough to prepare, to act, to deter. If NATO unites politically, militarily, and economically, it can hold the line, but if it hesitates, Russia and China may strike with more force, coordination, and speed than the world has ever seen. With NATO's help, Ukraine is not only surviving, it's adapting. Still, General Christopher Donahue, commander of U.S. Army Europe, warned, this is just the beginning. NATO must accelerate production, boost reserves, and treat this as a global war, not just a European one. That's why NATO is increasing its support dramatically. Patriot missile systems are being shipped in. Air defense coordination centers have been set up in Poland and Romania. Thousands of surveillance drones are now monitoring Russian troop movements 24/7. Grynkewich refused to give numbers, but hinted, preparations are deeper and faster than we've ever seen in recent history. Why the urgency? Because in June 2025 alone, Russia launched more than 5,000 drone strikes across Ukraine. Civilian casualties are mounting, and Russia is evolving its tactics, using decoy drones to exhaust air defenses before launching real missiles. General Alexus Grynkewich, NATO's newly appointed Supreme Allied Commander Europe, issued a stark message at a defense summit in Wiesbaden, Germany. Right now, NATO's strategy is clear: keep Russia occupied in Ukraine. The logic is simple. In response, Ukraine is innovating. They've deployed AI-powered Sky Sentinel turrets, capable of detecting and destroying multiple targets simultaneously. While NATO ramps up, Russia and China are quietly strengthening ties. Beijing's trade with Moscow hit a record $145 billion in 2024. This isn't just about economics, it's fueling Russia's war machine. While the West imposes sanctions, China provides tech, drones, and dual-use materials. The message from Xi and Putin is crystal clear. We're in this together. Putin says, all of Ukraine is ours. Xi says, Taiwan reunification is inevitable. And both leaders have made it clear. No compromise, no retreat. Despite the rising danger, NATO is struggling to stay united on defense spending. The alliance has asked members to spend 5% of their GDP on defense. Poland, Estonia, and Finland are already above that mark. But others, including Italy, Spain, and even Germany, are falling behind. Grynkewich made it blunt. Promises aren't enough. We need missiles, tanks, and troops now. If countries don't invest, the cost won't be economic, it will be existential. Let's be clear about what's at stake. If Russia invades Eastern Europe and China invades Taiwan simultaneously, NATO will be forced to fight two major wars into separate regions. Europe and the Indo-Pacific, both exploding at once. Under NATO's Article 5, an attack on one is an attack on all. But even the world's strongest alliance would face logistical chaos. Do you send aircraft carriers to the Pacific or to the Baltic? Where do you deploy your limited F-35 squadrons? Can you sustain supply lines to both Japan and Estonia? It's a strategic nightmare. Worse still, both Russia and China are nuclear powers. Russia alone possesses over 6,000 nuclear warheads. German intelligence now believes Russia may strike before 2029 and perhaps as early as 2027. Why that year? So what's NATO doing now? US military stockpiles in Europe are being replenished. A new logistics base in Slovakia is under construction. The truth is, the next World War won't start with a massive declaration. It will begin with a drone strike, a missile launch, a sudden invasion. This is the Military Report, bringing you facts, analysis, and the reality behind the headlines.